All right, welcome everybody to the show. How is everybody doing out there? Hope you're doing great. Looks like we're good to go. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? All right. This is episode 10 of our How to Succeed series. That's right. It's time to finish this educational series with a dramatic final finale. And what a topic do we have for yes, that's correct. What a better way to end this unique series with a topic that almost everyone gives up on. Foolishly believing that it's impossible to achieve and maintain. Permanent youth. That's right. Maybe you haven't heard it from somebody else, but here's your first time hearing it from yours truly. Let's just get right into it, shall we? We'll get all into the nitty-gritty. All right. We must first begin with this powerful key of wisdom. Either you are a believer or you are a loser. Power perceived is power achieved. Those who doubt or do not believe will fail before even trying. That's the harsh reality of today's often sad and pathetic world. We're supposed to be the most intelligent creatures, yet it's surprising when people fail before they even try. There's so much negativity out there. That's what's truly sad. But we're going to get into it. All right. The deadly consequences of living a sedentary, non-active lifestyle without getting enough exercise, sleep, or proper nutrition, along with negative thinking, negative mindsets, lacking proper self-care. These are the things that slowly kill a human being. You must understand that life is what we make it each and every single day. That is why I am a believer in perfection. It is a reality that could be yours. But in order to achieve it, it's on an everyday basis. You'll see that in my book. I always say it. Every day, daily basis. Throughout the entire book. Because that's what perfection requires. So the question is, do you have what it takes to reach perfection? That's the question. We'll see. Now, your health is the starting point. So without further ado, you must learn how to be your own doctor. I'm not saying don't have a doctor on standby. I'm not allowed to say such things anyways. But here's what I will tell you. You can't just sit there on a couch doing nothing about your health and expect some doctor or surgeon to magically fix your blatant negligence later on in life, in the future. That's not how life works. And I'm sorry if somebody told you otherwise. Because if somebody told you that your health depends on another person, that your life is in somebody else's hands, you're mistaken. Each and every single one of us is responsible for our own destiny. What the outcome is depends solely on you. Physical, mental, and emotional negligence is by far it's the top killer of our supposedly intelligent species we call humanity. Both ignorance and poor health are humanity's ultimate downfall, a complete failure to think ahead. Think about it. How many people are seriously prepared for the future? You see the obesity crisis hitting almost everybody these days. So let's get right into it. As I mentioned, sitting down daily is one of the main culprits as far as aging is concerned. You are literally killing your body's biggest muscles called the glutes. Yes, that means your rear end. Those are your biggest muscles, if you didn't even know that. Fun fact. Go figure. Eating breakfast on your way to and from school. After school, doing homework, eating dinner in front of a computer, in front of a TV, slouching over a phone, at work, working in a cubicle or whatever it is, yada yada. Even Japan. A lot of businesses have indoor tracks to walk on during breaks. They know what's up. There's standing computer desks over in Europe. There's even treadmills for those who are sitting down or standing while working. The sad thing, though, is that that's not the norm. That's only the exception. There's not enough of that. So what's going on here? We're trying to compensate for the age of technology, where it's a double-edged sword. On one hand, technology has increased our output of work, how much we're able to accomplish. But on the other hand, we no longer live as active creatures, and we are tempted, if not many addicted, towards extreme inactivity. Even those who work out once a day, it's still not enough. I'm not saying you have to be active every single minute of every single day. Lions, for example, they practically they're not really that active. They lay around a lot. But when it's time to hunt, they hunt. And they have strong muscles and they're pretty fit. That's just one example, though. Humans are not lions. So, it's the vices, it's the addictions that need to change. Obviously. Here's the number one way to undo almost all the damage done by excessive sitting. Yes, it's that important. It's not just, I'm sitting down, that can't be harmful. You're wrong. Strengthen your legs using a moderate weight or your own body weight if you are significantly overweight or obese. If you have sciatica, guess what the solution is? It doesn't take a doctor or any type of physical therapist to tell you. I can tell you. Strengthen your lower body. That's why you got sciatica in the first place. If it wasn't from a sports injury or an accident where you fell down somehow. You can always be rehabilitated if the damage is not too severe. But the main point is you have a weak lower body. You're not that flexible either. I'm here to help you guys. So take it or leave it. You're going to have to stretch your glutes. That's right, the biggest muscle group in your body. It's that important. Not kidding. Your gluteus maximus, medius, and minimus. If you don't know what those are, basically Google all the various gluteal stretches and educate yourself on their benefits. Okay? Yes, it's that important. This, I believe, is one of the highest. I can't say number one because there's a lot of number ones. This is one of the main reasons why people age. They lose their flexibility. I'm not saying you have to do the splits. I'm saying that your muscles, since you were young, when you were first born and you were a toddler, you were squatting all the time, you were crawling, you were using all the muscles in your body. So as you mature, or as some say get older, which is a negative mindset, as you mature, grow up, that's positive mindset. You begin to realize how limited you are in using those muscle groups. Oh, I don't have time to exercise. Wow. Or no, I'm just going to, the remote control, the car, the sedentary lifestyle, the sedentary jobs, all of this are your enemy. It's up to you to combat it. It's your life, not mine. I'm good to go. Are you? Because if you don't take it seriously, then we'll get into it. All right, here comes the fun part, which I bet a lot of you don't even want to hear. The fountain of youth is not an actual fountain, lake, or river. You will not hear this from anybody else except from yours truly. I promise you that. I've been saying this for years. It literally means staying sexually active and aroused as much as possible. That's right. Hence the word fountain. Don't believe me? See what happens if you don't have an active sexual lifestyle. If you're alone, there's masturbation. Yes, it is good for you. And if you're with your partner, you shouldn't be forcing sex. All you need to do is ensure that if your partner truly loves you, the sex will be there. That's as much as I'll say about that. And if the sex isn't regular, you're with the wrong partner. Unless they're sick temporarily or they're injured, I can understand that. Those are obvious excuses. Obviously, you should be there to care and comfort for your partner. However, when you both are healthy and capable, the sex should happen. There's always 1,000 excuses except for the one right answer. Sex is an enormous part of staying young. Because if you ignore, that is to neglect, the sexual reproductive system, just watch how fast you age. No joke. No joke. Okay. My book and online 1-hour video course are more than just the perfect guide to help you find your perfect soulmate. Okay? These two masterpieces are also your guide to remaining young forever. In my humble statement, not opinion. That's my statement. I'm that confident in what I've created. The power of sex is not just sex. If you see sex as just sex, you're doomed. You will age quickly. Because you don't take it seriously. You'll never feel the sexual energy, that exchange, that synchronicity between two bodies becoming one. If you do it correctly, you'll reach a state of both of you gaining energy from your sexual experiences. The same as working out. You don't just work out and get exhausted. If you work out correctly, it empowers you. You feel more powerful. You're supposed to feel this electric feeling within you as you work out. The pump is going to get you there. You ever heard of the second wind? Whenever you're on the treadmill running, all of a sudden, whoa, I think I can run even more, or twice as much as I just ran. That's called second wind. That means you're doing the exercise correctly. You're conserving enough energy to where when you reach the point of a challenge, you don't go too far. That's why I discourage people from powerlifting. You're going too far. You're beating up your nervous system. It's unsustainable. You're killing yourself. Why are you lifting so much weight in the first place? You're just putting yourself more at risk for an injury. And the people who get so big from powerlifting are taking steroids or growth hormone or who knows what else. Trenbolone or all the other ones. I think that's a chocolate, but Tren or Clen or Anavar. You don't want to, you don't know what these people are on. That's called gear. They're on all types of gear. So unless you're on the gear, powerlifting is not worth it. I don't care how healthy of a diet you have. Now, if you want to do powerlifting, wow, you better have impeccable form. And you better not be lifting so frequently. Because the taxation on your nervous system, it's so taxing. It's just not sustainable. You ever see an 80-year-old power lifter? Yeah, I'm sure maybe one of them claims to exist, but no. They're not going to be lifting the same weight as they were when they were 30 or 20, yada, yada. That's my point. It's not sustainable. You need to live a sustainable life. That's what longevity is all about. Can you see yourself doing this at 80, 90, and yes, even 100 and beyond? Why not? You see, this is proof that humanity falls on its own sword. They don't have the vision to see ahead. They don't have the confidence to make it a reality. Almost everyone gives up because they're like, oh, I'm old, I'm brittle, life sucks, it's time for me to die. Get ready for that grave in the ground. That's why you're dying. That's why you're aging. We'll go over it. Sex done properly, as I mentioned, with the strongest emotional connection produces the passion, key word here, necessary to fulfill what your spirit desires. The eternal power of true love will keep you young and happy. Now, this is precisely what most couples actually lack. They're not that much in love with each other. They just see sex as sex. Oh, the sex is good. I mean, how sad is that? If you're not calling each other, oh, my God, my goddess, my king, my queen, you're not in the right relationship. You need to literally worship each other. It's in my book. You need to be obsessed with each other. It's in my book. Passion. If you laugh at the word passion, you're messed up. You're the problem. Not your partner. Or maybe if they believe the same thing, then you're both messed up. That's the harsh truth. That's some tough love for everybody out there. If you're not obsessed, if you're not devoted, if you don't put your partner first above everything, you're not going to make it. You're just going to become another old, brittle man or woman getting ready for that wheelchair and grave. Sorry. As I stated in the beginning, if you choose to listen to negative people or be a negative person yourself, you're only going to age quickly and put yourself at risk for many health conditions because stress kills. That's just it right there. Stress is just unwanted negative energy tearing you apart from within. What makes us different than machines? Our soul, correct? What is the soul? An energy source. So negativity is the culprit, right? Because it's killing you from within. Highly stressed people are full of wrinkles and age spots. Just observe. It doesn't take a genius to figure it out. Look at Scrooge. Oh, because he's just an old man. No. The happy old men look youthful. George Clooney is an example, even though he's not the best example. But you know why so many women are obsessed with George Clooney? Because he's always smiling, he's always positive for the most part. I don't know how he's doing lately. But that's the idea. Positivity, which we'll go over later. I'm not worshiping George Clooney, I'm just using him as a moderate example. Very moderate. Because it can be so much better than that. No offense to George Clooney. If you don't do so already, here's a big one. Start reading ingredients labels for everything you eat and drink. Also for anything that touches your body. Shampoo, soap, deodorant, perfume, cologne, oils, creams, powders, etc. Do you have any idea what those labels even say? I mean, it's a whole chemical list of carcinogens. That means cancer-producing ingredients, people. Yes, you can avoid them. They're going to make all kinds of promises, right? Oh, this is going to make your skin look younger. Oh, this is going to make you smell better. What's wrong with your original body smell after a good shower? With natural soaps and natural oils, natural shampoo. Yes, they do exist, fully organic, but you got to be careful. A lot of products claim to be organic or natural, and you turn the bottle over, and lo and behold, other ingredients, or in the ingredients themselves, there's all the chemicals. Go Google every single one. Make 100% sure that this thing really is organic. Heck, it can even say USDA organic and GMO free, and guess what? They can legally get away with it on the... You turn it around, and it says this product P65 warning, which a lot of people don't take seriously, which they should, could cause reproductive harm, could cause cancer with cadmium or lead or anything other that's not supposed to be. How is it marked USDA organic or GMO free when it has that crap inside? That garbage. Think about it. We're living in a very deceptive reality these days, and you have to be the warrior who's intelligent and brave and smart enough to figure it out. These are the things that cause not only aging, but death itself, cancer in the future. You don't want to wake up with it. So it's time for a change. This means embracing necessary changes to your otherwise unhealthy lifestyle if the shoe fits. Change your career if it's stressing you out. Change your outlook on life. Change where you even live. If your environment is toxic, guess what? I mean, is a goldfish, is it gonna survive in that bowl if it's contaminated? No. It's only a matter of time before you're gonna wake up one day and see a dead goldfish floating in its own bowl. What did you expect? The same happens with any living creature. A negative environment will kill the creature. A harmful, poisonous one. Stop obsessing over time, such as how old you are. I always say how mature you are, because time doesn't even exist. You are only as old as how you feel deep down inside. So stop rushing through life. Learn to cherish every moment. Learn to be grateful and giving. Only be kind to those who deserve it. I'm not going to be one of those typical new age energy generics who say, be kind and loving to everybody. No, because you're wasting your energy on those who don't deserve it. Those are the backstabbers. You'll quickly learn that lesson. And wasting your energy is another way of getting old quickly. You're aging yourself because you're giving out too much and you're receiving too little in return. If you give love, you need to receive love. It's the reciprocation. That's why the infinity symbol crosses together in the middle, where two halves of the heart become one. One cannot function without the other. Age really is just a number. Our body cells constantly regenerate and renew themselves on a daily basis. So stop saying you're old or too old. Stop talking as if your life is almost over. Stop all forms of negativity. It's that glass half empty nonsense. I don't care what anybody says. Don't listen to them. People who walk around saying, oh, you're going to die just like everybody else. Wow, it must suck to be you. Don't listen to them. You live your life according to what you believe in. Negative energy. That's what I'm talking about. Negative energy is precisely what evil itself is. You must reject negative energy at every angle, in all of its invasive forms. Positivity is pure strength. Love is the ultimate life force that defeats evil energy in the end. So if you don't know what love is, guess what's going to defeat you and make you old and die that much quicker? Evil negative energy. It's that simple. It's your choice. It's your life. How many people seriously take care of their facial skin? What about their necks? And their body? Stop wrinkles and age spots by constantly taking flawless care of your body's largest organ, your skin, if you didn't know that. So far we went over your body's biggest muscle group, your glutes, your rear end, that hopefully you don't sit on all day. And also your body's largest organ, your skin. These two alone can increase your lifespan and the quality of your life a ton if you take it seriously each and every single day. It is that serious. It's not just for women, guys. Water is the element that brings life. Alcohol, excessive sugar, excessive sodium, and chemicals are all slow poisons killing you softly. Make it a permanent habit to drink lots of filtered spring water. I'm not going to argue which water is best, but I've personally found that filtered spring water is the way to go. Not reverse osmosis or distilled water, but hey, to each their own. If you believe it, then go ahead. Why not? You'll find out for yourself. But all these cheap minerals added to most of these drinks, not distilled, obviously, I think those are unhealthy. You have to research where those added minerals come from. Be very careful. Can't always trust what's on the label. So do your research. Come up to your own conclusion, but just be aware that billions of dollars go into fake studies or bias studies to get you to buy the product at your health as an expense. Beware. Buyer beware. But hydration, yes, at least 1 gallon a day. You should be drinking at least 1 gallon a day. Or if you're highly active in exercise, or you're being dehydrated at work or at home, the weather, cold weather can dehydrate you. Hot weather can dehydrate you. Stress can dehydrate you. Exercise, obviously. 2 gallons of water each and every single day. Oh, but that's too much, you say. No, because once you achieve it, you won't be running to the bathroom all the time. You have to acclimate yourself. Get used to it. Life is meant to be lived without grocery stores or processed cooked foods. Humans were meant to live off of fruit, nuts, and seeds. That's just the reality. For all of these natural food items come from nature itself in its purest form. Now, if you want to eat meats and eggs and dairy, it doesn't matter. Go ahead. All I'm saying is that make sure you have fruit in your life, okay? I'm not here to debate anybody's diet. But just be aware that if you're not getting enough fruit, it could just be apples all the time. Whatever you want. But just make sure it's as organic as possible and very hydrating. Because this form of hydration is going to hydrate your body on a deeper level than what water can do. Or any other minerals. So here we are. At the crossroads between aging quickly or staying young forever. You either believe in what was presented here today, or you lose all possibilities for staying young. The choice is yours. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm going to leave it. Let me just check the chat, see if we have any comments. All right. All right, we're good to go. Excellent. So hope you guys enjoyed this final finale of How to Succeed. What I mean young forever is as long as your life is, that means forever. Now, one thing that does last forever, completely, eternally, is the power of love. It's beyond this life itself. Once again, either believe it or not. But see what happens when you don't. I'd rather see what happens if I do. Which is what I'm doing. I have been doing it for a very long time. Which is why I consider myself the happiest person on earth. And you should feel the same. Happiest woman, happiest man. Everybody needs to feel this way. So that's what I try to pass on to everybody out there who's serious about the quality of their lives. The choice is yours. Good luck, whichever way you go. Hopefully you'll make the right decision. And with that, we come to a close, and I'll catch you next time on the next episode. Much love.